we're going to record this for some other purposes. Hi, everybody. Hi. It's Jacqueline here. Okay, so welcome to my little corner of the internet world. How are you? How are you doing? If you are here, even if you're watching the replay, y'all let me know you're watching the replay. I love meeting new people. I love connecting with strong, fearless, badass females. I love connecting with entrepreneurs. And my big thing in this group is to just provide value, okay? So a little bit about me right quick while we wait for some beautiful souls to pop on. I just want to introduce myself, okay? So again, welcome to my corner of the internet world. I am Jacqueline Cotton. I live out in Mississippi, if you can't tell. I have that southern accent, you know, the one that makes you think of like sweet tea and like biscuits and gravy type accent. That's me. I live down in the dirty South. But a little bit more about me. I'm a mom. I have 3 stepsons with my beautiful husband, who is also my best friend. And then I have a daughter who is just phenomenal, out of this world, you know, like 9 going on 30 type of thing. She thinks she knows everything. Maybe she does. Maybe I'm the stupid one. I don't know. And we also have our rainbow baby, and we call her a little caboose baby, the one that brings the whole family together and makes us, what feels like a full family unit, brings the whole circle to completion type thing. But anywho, so I have a copywriting business, okay? I write for coaches, I write, like sales pages, email sequences, blogs, stuff like that. And I also work for an online publication. And I notice a lot of the struggle with entrepreneurs in general, but a lot of females have difficulty creating content that actually converts, okay? And so a lot of these lives are going to be more so about how to create content that converts, how to create content that really lets people know who you are, what it is you're doing here on earth before you die. I think it's really important that we all leave this life feeling fulfilled, right? And whenever you go into the world of entrepreneurship, your big thing is, you want to make a difference. You want to help people. You want to serve your clients. You want to make money. It's okay to admit that you want to make money too. You can have clients. You can have money. You can have both. You can have a life by your design, right? And whenever it comes to creating content, the content is what sometimes is the first thing that people see. This is how it's like their gateway to finding you, right? So content, for anybody just hopping on who is not familiar with, I'm going to start like with the fundamentals. Content is anything that is like video, it's material that people see or read or listen to that adds value, okay? So we're talking about videos, whether it's like long form videos, whether it's short videos such as, reels, but if you're doing YouTube videos, those are typically a little bit longer, so we have reels, YouTube videos for your channel, things like workshops like this, TikTok at this point, right? But we also have written content. So some people combine video with written content. Some people combine photographs with written content. And as someone who is a writer who does it professionally, I can give you the cheat codes, okay? And here we're going to go. We're just going to start here because I don't want to waste too much of your time. So if you're watching this on the replay, let me know that you are watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what your business is. Let me know, maybe what your struggles are. What is your biggest challenge with creating content that converts? And what I mean by this is, wouldn't it be beautiful to be able to create content and have people in your DMs like that you've never heard from? Wouldn't that be amazing? Like it would be so phenomenal to just wake up to messages from people who binged on your content, feel like they know you and are just like, how do I work with you? How do I do that? Can I apply to work with you? Do you have any more workshops coming up? Do you have any retreats coming up? Like, how can I exchange energy with you, monetary energy, and be in your world and learn from you? Or be in your world and buy your services. Be in your world and buy your products because of your story that impacted them, that drew them in, right? This is what I teach to a lot of my clients. So in addition to the copywriting, I have a podcast. If you'd like to check that out at any point, you can. If you'd like to be a guest on it, I'm looking for guests at the moment too. It's called Just Women Talking Shit. Please go listen to a few episodes before you inquire, because it may not be your cup of tea. I curse a lot. Just is what it is. But in addition to that, I'm also a spiritual business and life mentor, okay? You can exchange the word mentor with coach, advisor, guide, consultant, whatever floats your boat, tickles the pickle. You know what I mean? So a lot of my clients, you know, for instance, I have 2 clients right now that they're just trying to find their purposes. They want to find something more. One has dreamt of being some kind of coach. She wants to become a life coach, right? I have another one who wants to help women through menopause. And the biggest struggle is figuring out how to get started, how to create content that people are actually going to look at, content that, you know, people feel engaged with. They want to make sure that they can produce value and material that is resonating with their audience. And so let's just dive in to how, like, what the secret weapon or weapons, because there are several, what are the secret weapons to creating content that converts? Now here we go, because I will get sidetracked. I gotta have my notes right. Okay, I'm super old fashioned, by the way. The very first tip that I have for you, and this is what I tell all my clients. How are you going to serve people if you don't know who you are as an individual? If you don't know who you are as a person, as one of the billions, like you're one out of billions of humans in this world. And we tend to let society, especially since there's been social media, we tend to like get caught up in who we think we're supposed to be and how we think we're supposed to act, how we're supposed to speak, based on what, you know, other opinions from outside sources are making us believe, right? So the very first thing to creating content that actually resonates with your audience and actually converts is knowing who the fuck you are in the first place. And this is going to be part of personal development. It's not to say that you can't, you know, if you're a great writer or a great videographer or like whatever it is that you do, it's not to say that you don't know your shit. It's not to say that people won't want to work with you when you produce the content. But if you're trying to build like a big business, something that you're waking up to leads on the regular, to where you're not having to like overexert your energy and worry about like where's my next client going to come from, you need to be grounded in who the fuck you are. Not who your mama wants you to be, not who grandma wants you to be, not who your business coach wants you to be, who you are. Okay? Not who your significant other wants you to be. You need to get firmly planted in who you are, what you stand for, okay? Because even your boundaries, all right? Because you, who you are, you right there watching right at this particular moment, you are your biggest flex, okay? There's no one like you. There's not another soul like you. There might be people that are similar to you, but they don't have the same DNA. They don't have the same look. There's nobody that looks just like me and has my personality and is like, I have all my own traits. I have all my own beliefs. I have all of my own things that I stand for. I have my own crusade. You have your own crusade, okay? And you need to accept the fact that not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to want to work with you, right? So you need to really identify who the fuck you are. And whenever you do that and you realize that, you know, your quirks, the things that make you weird, the things that maybe, you know, weren't popular back in, you know, like high school. Like, for instance, I was I was very, like, odd. I was very quiet. Nobody really, I did not stand out in school. But now those very things that people, like, I got picked on, those are the things that draw people into me, into my energy, okay? So, like, I'm a little peculiar, like, I'm different. I'm very, very introverted. I'm very introverted. Like, I hop on the camera and a new side of me comes out because I'm in my genius. But ultimately, I'm a very, like, quiet person. I'm very, like, I'm woo-woo, I'm very in touch with my spirituality. I don't put up with bullshit. I let people know how I feel. I have firm boundaries, okay? So those are things that a lot of people will, like, make you feel like are not normal. But if it's unique to you and it feels good to you, those are the things you need to be speaking about. Those are the things that need to come out in your content. And you need to stay consistent with your beliefs and who you are, okay? Because those are the things that people will resonate with. Somebody somewhere will see your content and they will be like, holy shit, she's speaking to me. Never knew who she was before I saw this piece of content, before I saw this video, before I read her story. But how the fuck how does she know me on a cellular level? Like, where has she been all my life, okay? You can create content that makes people feel that way. That makes people say, oh my God, I have to work with this person. Because all anybody wants, whenever it comes to a coach or, someone who is going to guide them, right, is someone who is just a few steps ahead of them, who can show them the way, who can kind of give them the cheat codes. That's all a mentor is. Someone who can help them through their shit and collapse the timeline because you've made the mistakes. You can see the leaks, right? People want to quantum leap. And the best way to do that is to work with someone that they feel like a bond with. And you can do that. I swear you can do that through your content. How do I know? I literally had a woman message me yesterday saying that she saw some content and then she fell down the rabbit hole. I have a completely free training that teaches you how to start a coaching business from scratch. Like, you can have a coaching business within the next few days. You can technically start a coaching business today because, like, what's holding you back besides yourself? And in that video, I broke down all the things you need. And it's not all the fancy things, not all the bells and whistles, it's you. If you would like access to that, let me know in the comments and I will send you the link. It's completely free. It's like maybe 30 minutes or so. No more than 45 minutes. I can't quite remember, so I'm not going to lie to you. But there's that. But anyway, so she fell down the rabbit hole. And it all started with a post where I was talking about mental health. Because there were 2 or 3 days this week where it was bad. But there was one day in particular where it was really bad. And I was vocal about it. Because I had been struggling. And I do believe that I have what's called CPTSD and probably a number of other things. But whenever I started to express that, like, I'm going through this and that it's normal, like the most successful people in the world, the wealthiest people in the world, and I'm not identifying myself as the wealthiest person in the world, like monetarily. I'm wealthy and rich beyond means in other ways in my life, right? But that post, like it was 2 posts, but she identified with it. She wrote me randomly, said that she watched the training. She'd been thinking about wanting to start her own coaching business and has been for numerous years. We hopped on a call and I sent her a contract yesterday, woke up to payment this morning, and woke up to the contract like signed and no questions asked. Don't you want to be able to do things like that? Wouldn't it be incredible to create content that brings soul-aligned clients, like the ones that don't ask questions besides, like, how can you help me? How can we do this now? How can I grow? How can I expand? Right? So, let's close that little tip up with, you have to stand firm and grounded in who you are, what you believe in, and who you help, right? Do not get shiny object syndrome and think that you're doing something wrong if you're being truly authentic and unapologetically who you are. Okay, you're going to piss some people off. You're going to get unfollowed. You will get unfriended. You may get people's opinions in your DMs, in your inbox. Your family may be like, who are you? Like, you're embarrassing us. Like, what the fuck ever? Who cares? Okay? Because when it comes down to it, when you're old, if you live that long, let me add, I mean, none of us know, right? When our day is going to come. But I would rather know that you were a little afraid to put yourself out there but did it anyway, versus being older and looking back and having regrets, right? So it's really, really important that you remain authentic in your content, completely unapologetic, stay grounded, firm in your beliefs, and just be truly you. Who are you? What do you stand for? Okay? Don't sway. All right? Because you know that your heart is in the right place. You know that you can help people. You know that you can transform lives with whatever it is that you're doing, right? So stay in that zone of genius and let it come out through your videos, through your written pieces, through your blogs, through your podcasts, whatever it is that you're putting out into the world, whatever form of content it is. Remain authentic, remain unapologetic, okay? And just be genuine. Genuinely who you are. And it shows. It will show. Okay? Basically, don't follow some cookie cutter system. If it doesn't feel good to you, you don't want to be a copy and paste entrepreneur. Okay? What works for someone else may not work for you. Vulnerability is big too. It can't just all be talking about business. People want to see who you are as a human because they buy you. Right? All right, number 2, speak directly to your audience. No matter what avenue of content you're taking, whether it's, audio, such as a podcast, sorry, y'all, whether it's video, whether it's writing, like we've mentioned, and I know that reels are video too, but there's some banging going around in the other room. But you need to start speaking directly to your audience. They say, that whole, there's no I in team, right? Well, it really does apply here too. Because when people go and read your things or want to connect with you, honestly, they're a little bit selfish. But they need to be able to picture themselves at the end of the transformation. And if you're talking about yourself all the time, they can't necessarily connect with that. So my biggest tip here is to, granted you do have to be personable, right? You are going to say I here and there, but if you look at what you're writing or you listen to what you're recording and you say I more than you, are you really trying to help somebody? So, especially with writing. Especially with video too, when you're speaking directly to someone. I'm going to look you in the eyeball right now. This is how I can help you. I understand you're hurting. Mental health is, it's hard. I experience it myself, and I want you to know that you are not alone. I understand the struggle in starting your own business. I've been there. And I can help you by taking out all the guesswork. Or maybe, you sell products. You need to tell a story that person can relate to. Okay? You're feeling fatigued. You're feeling overwhelmed. Okay? Start talking directly to your audience and quit making it about yourself. So trade the I's for U's. And you'll notice that more people will start to comment. You'll notice that people will start to respond to you in a different way. Because all of a sudden they feel connected to you. They feel seen. They feel heard. They feel validated in their feelings. Right? And they're like, this person cares about me. This person understands. Right? So that is something that if you pay attention to when you create content. Am I saying I a lot? Or am I speaking directly to my ideal client? Okay, so trade the I's for U's. I don't know what this is, but it's happening. All right, you have to know what your potential client's problem is. Okay, I'm about to have to hop off of here. So you need to be able to pick at their pain points. You need to pick at them for a minute, remind them that they're there, and then you need to let them know that you have the solution, whether it be a product, whether it be a service, whether it be a program, okay, whether it be a consultation, you know, free or paid offers. You need to let them know that I can help you, okay? And then you need to create a strategy. Quit with the willy-nilly posting. Utilize your timeline and your grid as like, this is where the value is. This is where you provide the most value. You don't need to just post a bunch of random shit. So like sharing other people's posts, sharing other people's memes. Start treating your social media like a storefront. Okay? It's your portfolio. Because when someone comes to your page, they're looking at that stuff. And within the first 3 to 5 seconds, they've made their decision if they find you valuable or not. Okay, that's how you create authority. So get your shit together and make sure that you're actually putting value out into the world and that you're not wasting the billboard space. Okay? So no more willy-nilly posting. What I do recommend though is documenting. Use your stories. Use your stories. You can post there 1,000,000 times a day. Use your stories. Create polls. Get people engaged. Let them see that you are human. Okay? Let them see what goes on behind the scenes. Let them see you mothering. Let them see your hard days. Let them see you in your truest form so that they know that you're not a fucking robot and you're not another copy and paste entrepreneur. Okay? People want to feel connected to humans. I feel now more than any time. I really do, because it's crazy out there right now. So, yeah, utilize stories, and in those stories, like I said, create polls. Get familiar with who is engaging with you, and then nurture those people, and create content that appeals to them. So ask questions. Find out what it is that they want to hear about, and create content that they want to read, listen to, see, okay? Because if they're following you and they're watching your stuff regularly, then they're engaged. They're dedicated. They're invested in you. They look forward to seeing you, right? So cater to your audience. A lot of people create stuff and then they try to sell. Find out what people are struggling with right now and create stuff based on their pain points. Okay? What else? And then in order for content to convert, how can they pay you? What are you doing? Or what's your service? How can they learn more? You have to start making your content personable, relatable, vulnerable, create authority, tell stories. But at the end, and I'm not saying in every piece, this goes back to strategy, and if you'd like to learn more about strategy or you'd like to work with me, I can help you with that. I'm not going to we're not going to go through strategy and all that right now. That's a whole nother, beast. But once you get your strategy together and you go through a content, what we call content rotation, you have to have those posts where you're actually selling, where they take the next action. So you have to include call to action in your content so that it converts. Because it's like saying, hey, it's like somebody goes up to the damn store and the door's locked and the close signs. Like, you can't make sales if people don't know you're open. So start incorporating a way, that means I'm supposed to close it up, but start incorporating a way, which at the very end, a call to action on how they can take the next step to work with you or learn more or participate in your free challenge or your masterclass or get free samples or, whatever your business looks like, right? Okay. So yeah, people need to know how to move forward. And if you're just posting cute pictures of your dog or your cat or your kids and that's it, well, how are you ever going to expand? How are you ever going to make sales? People don't even know that they can work with you. And there's such a way to do it so that it feels natural and not spammy. Okay? And everybody knows Spammy Tammy because we all have that friend that, hi girl. Don't do that. All right. So, if you have enjoyed this training, do let me know. If you have any questions, my inbox is always open. A couple of things in closing. I do have the Unapologetic Masterclass going on March 23rd. That is this Wednesday. It is only $45. It should be hundreds of dollars, if I'm being honest. And we have a lovely group of women already in. I'd love to have you. If this resonated with you and you're ready to create content that actually converts, if you are ready to, be, just, truly magnetic. Okay, if you're ready to create something that is going to build retention in your business, that's going to have people wondering, like, how do I work with her? How do I learn from her? How did she get where she is? How do I get where she is? Right? That's what this masterclass is about, and it's only $45. So just let me know in the comments. You can message me, or I'll probably include a link somewhere at some point. But I would love to have you. Again, $45. I want it to be super, super accessible for everyone, because I know a lot of coaches don't make things super accessible, but I want to make sure that people at every price point can work with me, so that you can learn to make money, so that you can achieve your dreams, so that you can own your fucking life. Okay? And content can do that. Your content can pay you, and I can teach you how to produce content that will pay you. I have 2 one-on-one spaces available to work with me. It is a 3-month commitment, because nothing, people, I've had clothes sitting in my hamper for more than 30 days. I believe that it takes about 90 days to really, really see progress, okay, for you to form a good habit, and for us to form a good relationship, so that you can grow into the most badass entrepreneur that I know you're capable of. So to work with me for 3 months, it's only $4,000, and you don't have to pay it in full. I do have payment plans available. I even have extended payment plans available for those who are just like, I don't have $4,000 right now. I can't pay, $1,000 a month. But maybe I could pay over the span of a year, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to struggle. I come from extreme poverty, and I think that if someone had given me the chance that I've been giving to others, that I would have been a lot farther in life than I would have gotten a lot farther in life much sooner. Okay, so if it speaks to you, I only have 2 of those spaces available. Let me know, and it's only $4,000. Okay. And I my first coach was $5,000. And it was totally worth it to me, because now I know how to make money over and over and over and over again. Right? So trust your gut. If you would like to ask some questions or talk a little bit, or just go ahead and claim it, you're like, I know what I want. I'm ready to excel. I'm ready to elevate. Then let me know. I'd like to chat with you. I do have a screening process to make sure that we are a good fit. Okay? But I'd love to have you. And then the only other thing is Just Women Talking Shit. It is available on all the platforms where you get your podcast. If you'd like to be a guest, just let me know. You can comment below as well. You can recommend somebody as well. Or you can just email me at jwtspodcast@gmail.com. I have a free group called Female Fearless and Badass. You all can find it. It's just a quick search away. And I have tons of these trainings in there. I go live weekly for Wednesday workshop, or workshop Wednesday. But it is a true sisterhood where you can feel safe to expand, to ask for advice, and grow unapologetically. So that's all I have for y'all. I love you so much. Have a beautiful Saturday wherever in the world you are. And just know that you can do anything. Any fucking thing you set your mind to. Bye. If I can, hold on, there we go. Now, bye.